Check the stream, bro. Page 77. $77. Well, maybe, but yeah. Amazing. Yeah, we used to do that. About to specifically at Skellord in just to make sure he gets here. I even posted it on Twitter. We're really gaming. Yes. All right. Yes. We've got 67-ish comics. I counted earlier. I've been I've, I've been doing a lot of work on the PowerPoint. I'm really excited about it. It might be long, but I don't know. Gotcha. I may do it anyway, and then you can watch the VOD and ask your questions that I'm sure you'll have. Yeah, not gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah, that's content. Honestly, I'm flattered. Let's go. You may not know this about Riley, but he likes salt a lot. So for him to complain about the amount is actually pretty significant. Windswept. The dude. I I do not talk about him all the time. I don't have a parasocial relationship with Windswept. We're Windswept. We're reading a Mario webcomic. It technically is Galaxy. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's You're right. It was to bait you to join the stream. Anyway, I guess we can start now that we have someone to harass us in chat. Well, Go doesn't talk for a little bit, so you're fine. Yes. Okay. Right, right. Yeah. All right. While we were out, you, Riley, I'm going to kill you. I said that we were starting. No, because you're going to interrupt like you just tried to do. You just tried to do it again, Riley. While we were out acquisitioning party supplies, we heard rumors of some big military coup going down in the south.
The rebel band has been holding up in an old fortress a few days' journey from here, and have begun sending out distress signals. They're looking for mercenaries to help them fight off their former comrades, who seek to make an example of them the hard way.
Who is it? Who's there?
Captain Martello of the Chainless, maybe you've heard of us. We're here under the impression that you seek mercenaries. We'd like to negotiate a contract.
You're a Koopa. How do we know you're not a member of the army trying to trick us?
If I were with the army, I'd already have forced this door open.
This door does look hilariously forcible. After a quick vote, we have decided to trust you. Follow me to the meeting room of the Resistance. We have been cornered here since leaving our battle company. We have all chosen not to participate in the activities we were constructed for. We do not wish to be used as soldiers, nor as demolition devices. We want to live. We desire escape. The military wishes for us to return to our appointed duties. We have been told to rejoin the Koopa force or be exterminated. We would like your support in this endeavor.
Greetings.
Identifying Martello, Sasha, files present. Welcome to our headquarters, Sasha Martello. This is a preliminary contract that we have written up. We are willing to discuss the details. However, we are limited in what we can offer in terms of payment and or resources. I have included basic information concerning our former company, i.e., what you would be attempting to free us from.
Thank you. Do you mind if I discuss this privately with my crew?
We do not mind. You are free to do so. All right, Miss Captain Explosive Expert. What are we looking at here exactly? And by what, I mean how much.
Oh my gosh, we have to help them. They're adorable.
Artist change.
Oh, look at this. Fancy. Looks like a real comic book.
Oh.
Also, this is Martello monologuing.
Yes. This isn't all that strange, honestly. Bomb development has gotten smarter over the years. from time devices to complicated AI systems that can plot courses and carry out complex missions. The pink model Bob-omb is supposed to be the most advanced in terms of programming, last time I checked, at the cost of high insurgency rate. This sort of small-scale rebellion has been occurring with increasing frequency as more pink models developed makeshift sentience. Our friend— oh my gosh, it's this picture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Our friends here have learned the value of self-preservation. They're afraid of death and ergo afraid of detonating themselves. Which presents us with quite the challenge, doesn't it? How do we take down a company of constructs without any sort of combat support from our employers? Fortunately, I've already begun to formulate a
Miss Martello, your assistance is requested. Enemy units are approaching the fortress.
I haven't seen one of these in a while. We are representatives for the pink Bob-ombs. We would like to negotiate some sort of peace.
Negotiate is not a valid option. Only surrender and termination are provided.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Bam!
Damage sustained. Hostile targets assigned. Begin attack measures.
Everybody split up and take it down. McCoy and I will keep it distracted. All over it, Captain.
Whoosh!
You got it.
Boom!
Exterior temperature in excess. Visual has been lost. Thermal sensors overloading.
Oh man.
There's no
Okay.
sound effect for that one. I don't know why. Anyone mind if I finish it off?
Returning to base. Autobomb compromised.
Wait. McCoy, take the rookie and follow that Bob-omb. Try not to get caught. A small group like this won't be left unattended. They've got a lead AI somewhere, orchestrating their actions. If we find that King unit and shut it down, we can avoid a substantial amount of fighting. Palma, Guy and I will work on what's left of this machine. Maybe we can do something with it. I know how Guy gets around automatons. I'd prefer to keep him out of the fight if possible.
And I don't know how to explain it to her. I've never been in this position before. And I don't know how she's gonna react. You know, like this soon after all the Thrive stuff, you know? I don't want Palma to just totally lose her mind or anything, but
But you're afraid if you wait too long to tell her, it'll look that much worse on you when the truth comes out.
yeah, that's kind of it, yeah. Also, what's Guy's deal? Is he afraid of bombs or something?
Robots, period. I don't think Guy's tribe ever spoke. He only ever uses body language and hand signals, and that's how he reads other people. Robots don't really have that sort of thing, so Guy kind of gets wigged out. Plus, it was robots that took his tribe out in the first place. It was toward the start of the Smithy invasion, when nobody really knew what was going on yet. I was looking for an old friend, an old contact of mine when I heard, well, I don't know what I heard, but I followed the sound of it out of curiosity. Apparently Smithy's army had been recruiting from the local population.
Is there any of the tribe remaining? Are these robots?
Yes.
Is there any of the tribe remaining?
One child got away,
He would not bounce with us.
would not bounce, refused to bounce.
Unacceptable. Find the child and show him how fun it is. I'm going to join the others in town. Everyone will bounce. Everyone.
Hey, you freak shows want someone to bounce with? I wasn't trying to save that child. They were talking about, of course. I was young, and I wanted something to fight.
They gave him a ponytail?
Yes. As it turns out,
Boom. Kaboom! Krakoosh. Kakoosh.
well-coordinated killing machines are pretty tough. I won, of course. It just wasn't the easiest victory I've ever had. I got caught up in the post-fight celebration, and I didn't notice the other Shy Guy.
Why do they have blood?
They're like robotized Shy Guys.
Oh.
Oh, hey, settle down there, guy. You're gonna be alright. I was just as likely to have called him buddy or pal. Guy just came out first. Look, kid, if you're wanting new parents, I can't help you. But if you need, like, a cool Big Brother type, I guess I don't mind you following me.
So you practically raised Guy then. So you've seen what he looks like under the mask, right?
Never. Not once. Not a single stinking time.
So he never really had amnesia? He just blacked out from drinking too much? That's rich. That's actually very funny. Hey, think we could rig up an autopilot? We could send this sucker in as a giant distraction. Think it's funny. I don't know. You thought Go would have some deep, dark secret, and now you're disappointed. Yeah, maybe. So what? I'm allowed to think stupid things sometimes, okay? And why'd you send 2 people to scout anyway? Well, if one of them gets caught, the other can report back. What if they both get caught?
Really? We should have seen this one coming. Your Raven and Toad have been captured. Follow me if you wish to open negotiations.
Oh, everyone wants to negotiate now. That's nice. I wonder how far I could punt you.
You will need to leave all weaponry behind if you choose to negotiate.
Guy, try to work on the autobomb. We've got an obvious trap to walk into. Thanks.
Should we send out a squad, sir?
Oh no, that won't be necessary. I do believe I'll be meeting the good captain in person.
The lock's certainly not going to be a problem. 1 babam, no big deal. 20-something babams, different story entirely. Hey, kiddo, you got any bright ideas back there?
Well, the ore in this wall, it has vim, like life force.
Yeah, I know what Vim is. Can you absorb it, or...
Well, I've never... Wait, really? You know about vim?
Old teacher, long story. Can you do your goofy toad magic on it or not?
Well, I've never seen vim like this before. It's sort of familiar, like mushroom vim, but heavier. Give me a minute. I think I can do this.
I think you had a good plan going until right about now.
I must confess, ladies, I did sacrifice a bit of tactical high ground for my own, personal pleasure. I apologize if you're disappointed, Captain.
Where do you think you're going? Wait, are you sentient?
Yes, actually, I am. Boom! Does something about that surprise you, young lady? Are you shocked that I didn't turn against the good folks that made me? I actually weighed my decision. How about that? I didn't act on my first feelings of fear like these pink cowards. And I say, man,
Elma. What?
I expected a tad more strength from a Pianta.
Oh, this is lovely. Okay.
That's a very weird angle.
Wait, who's speaking? It's not
It's the King Babam.
Oh, sorry.
King Babam.
Now, Captain, are you ready to negotiate your switching of sides, or am I going to have to do something disrespectful?
Hey, mister. Can I help? I'm real good with machines, I promise.
Hmm?
My best friends got blown up by the black bombs while we were trying to escape. I really want to help any way I can. Please? Mister, are you listening? Which sides? Sorry, I advocate individual freedom too much for that. You know, pirate. I'm not going to help you drag the pink bombs back into what amounts to slavery.
Freedom? Slavery? They're not free like regular folks, Captain Martello. None of us Babams are, nor will we ever be.
Enemy is sustaining insignificant damage. Abandoning attack. Commence retreating. Hey, you alright up there, champ?
What do you reckon they're planning to do with all that so-called freedom? Get married, buy real estate, settle down, and have children? They're explosives, Captain. They're not built to do much more than kill. And operate other things that kill.
I just want to point out one very cute detail here. the priest officiating this wedding is reading from the Book of Armaments from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh yeah, it talks about cows, breakfast,
And the
I love
breakfast cereals and the...
that. Yes.
That is pretty sick. To pretend otherwise is, quite frankly, very silly.
Did more?
And to actually humor them? That's a waste of good people's tax money. You see, Captain, while your life was granted by the good grace of heaven and very healthy parents.
Expect this!
The life of a Babam is permissible via government budget. Those pink shells are resources, and I don't plan on letting... Oh my. Thank you for being a good listener, Captain.
Yeah, no problem. And then once the other Babam stopped attacking us, we're gonna build a big airship and fly out of the desert. It's gonna be amazing. Ooh, you should try redirecting that secondary armament line to the submotor. That should give it just enough power. If you're doing what I think you're doing.
Whoa! Oh, that's King Babam. I thought that was onomatopoeia. My bad.
Amazing.
I was like, I don't see that. Palma! Uh-oh.
He's so late on the
Wham.
onomatopoeia.
Oh, here's one for you. You gotta say it. You're the sound guy.
I did. I already said it.
You said wham?
Yeah.
Oh, it went silent for me on my end. So be it.
Would you like me to say it again, Mars?
Yes, I didn't hear it.
Hold on, let me scroll back up. Now say it.
Oh,
Wham! Oh my gosh. This is it.
I look forward
It's
to
that
your.
on purpose. Don't make me do it multiple times.
That's why I love it. That's why you're gonna do it multiple times.
Ah! Wait. No, is Georgian guy dead? I liked him. I liked voicing
Well,
him. He's fun.
well, that was a good voice. Well, we'll find out. That ought to be enough of an impact to rupture his blast core. And seriously, freaking grappling hook. I was hoping I wouldn't need it so soon. It's a bit of a work in progress.
Oh, let's go.
Reel me in! What do you think I'm trying to do? You're too heavy. What's going on down there? Oh, jeez. Palma? Whoa, no!
Slam! Kaboom!
That's enough!
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree. I think your charade has gone on a bit too long. I've read your file, Captain. I'm familiar with your exploits, and your history is rather short on heroism.
I think we're almost there.
I think I know what you're here for, and I'm quite sure it's not combat oppression. It's not to combat oppression. Sorry. I'm losing my voice. Your ship, for all its power, is poorly armed, notoriously so. There have been all sorts of talk about it lately among certain channels, making me suspect that you've been hacking military stations. I'll ignore that, though. And I know those pink cowards couldn't possibly have enough to pay you with. You're planning on shutting me down, taking my equipment, and scrapping my troops down for resources, aren't you? Let me make you a deal, Captain. I have more weaponry than I really need. Help me with those rebels, and I can make this easy for all of us. It'd actually be a step up from your usual work. Never mind the manner of acts used to do with damage to sustain. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you wanted to do
that. A little late, but it'll do. Where's the rookie?
He's a bit further back. Technical difficulties.
Hey, there they are. But I think we're late for the party. Wait a minute. Probably just a burner if I'm lucky. Is that Go? What's wrong with him?
I'm not sure, actually. He's been like that for a while now. I don't know what's stopping him from changing back. Go.
Maybe he noticed something. Rookie? Go, what are you doing?
Wham!
They've got him open. Get me in there, mister. I can interface with his system directly. We can shut him down. I'm ready when you are.
Boom!
This is technically still the King Bob-omb's voice, I guess.
Oh. Exterior temperature in excess. Thermal sensor overloading.
I have a confession, mister. I can't really hack him or anything like that, but I did find his blast core. If I detonate at this range, it should set him off with me.
Please,
Aww.
please don't.
I don't know any other way to stop him. I'm not afraid or anything. I'm gonna save everybody. So, don't be sad for me, okay?
Boom! Thermal sensors have recovered. Resuming combat with hostile targets.
What are you waiting for, mister? Get out of here.
Mobility has been severely reduced. Unable to pursue hostiles at peak. Rumble, rumble.
King
Oh.
Unit 7500 has disconnected from local network. Aborting assigned processes until control AI is reestablished, resuming to default patrol activity. Hey, settle down there, guy. You're gonna be alright.
And that's what happened as far as we've managed to determine.
So he sacrificed himself, but we rebelled so we wouldn't have to die. That defeats the whole point.
So you wouldn't have to die? Isn't that a little silly? You're all going to die anyway, given enough time. At the very least. Your friend didn't die for Koopas or due to some program. He died doing what he wanted to, doing what he chose to do. He died on his own terms. You want freedom? There it is. That's freedom. He wasn't afraid to die, and none of you should be. Go out and make his sacrifice worth it. Do something important. Keep me from regretting the fact that I just lost a perfectly good... Oh? Rookie! Looks like I won another bet.
Add that to the list of things I'm never doing again.
What? But how? I don't even... Yes, go. Hooray.
Oh, it's the lesbian again. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Jet skis.
What?
They say the Chainless is powered by a star, right? So a smaller craft would need, like, less than a star. With a handful of star bits, we can build sand skis. We're doing well on our own way to delicious skidoo revenge. You know you want one.
Oh yeah, screw revenge. It's jet ski time. Oh, and oh wait, are you on the screen yet? I just realized
Yes,
that you have
I
to
am.
press second. Oh, and I brought you guys a present. It's a little part though. I don't know if it's any good or not really.
Oh. I'm almost afraid to ask how you got that. I'd say it has some potential, yes. Is it what I think it is? We don't really have the equipment to make it work, but that just gives us an excuse to raid the enemy camp, doesn't it?
They can't maintain a fuse in the rain. It's perfectly safe. Remember that part? That was my favorite part.
New framework detected. Syncing to new framework. 100% sync successful. Unit 5QQ15HIE is active.
Huh?
Squishy.
The comic he was introduced, people in the comments started calling him Squishy, and the name stuck.
Aw, that's cute. All right. Huh? I'm operational. Oh no, did I goof it up? I tried to detonate myself to take out the king bomb, but there was all this gray. You succeeded, don't worry. Go was able to save your memory card from the ensuing explosion. We stole a few unused bombshells and guns and metal and pretty much everything, and built you into a new body. Whoa. Well, hello to you too. Or no, that's
Yep.
that's not. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
Yep.
yeah,
It
that's
Yeah?
is.
squishy.
Okay. Well, hello to you too, mister. Though we're still not real sure how Go managed to save you.
Yeah, it's kind of a strange story, I guess. Also traumatic. At first, I was just trying to hold on to the bomb so Guy could get away, but I found a way in. Not just into the king bomb either.
Hey, get out of here, jelliness. Don't you know I'm about to blow up?
I had trouble keeping up with everything since I was sort of all over the place. But before that pink bomb detonated and took the king out with him, I managed to get some of myself to encase his memory card.
You seem at least twice as competent as most of my crew. You're sure that I can't convince you to come with us? I'd really like to, but I gotta help the rest of my bomb buddies get settled into a new home first. Maybe someday I'll take you up on the offer, though. Oh, what's it like to be a hero?
Oh, don't give me that. I helped like one bomb. If anyone's a hero, it's Guy.
I bet Guy would say different. You know, I never really saw you as the computer in type. How'd you even recognize the memory card? Like, what made you think to do it all?
See you later, Mister. Goodbye, Mr. Guy.
I could try to explain, but you're gonna think I'm crazy. Thank you also. Okay,
Or yeah, or
Sorry.
I don't even know.
just keep
Thank you
going.
all so much. Oh, see, now you have to tell me.
I've always had dreams that were kind of weird. And lately I've had a dream where I'm in this like really big library, right? I think I'm supposed to be waiting for somebody, but I don't know who. And I'm not much of a reader. But what else are you going to do in a library? So I started reading all the books. Today I remembered some of the things that I read in those books. Places I could enter the king unit, the memory card, all that stuff. I remembered things that I read in a book, in a dream. I just love to. Oh,
This is a female Goomba.
Female Goomba, okay. Oh, right here. Okay, yeah.
you're a woman. You're Mars. You're the girl. You're the
You know,
honorary
I was
girl.
thinking he meant the second. I know that's a Goomba, but I thought it was like, never mind. My brain kind of just saw.
Yeah.
See, no, I saw yellow and I was like, oh, then I'm the white part after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'd just love to see us operating on more than instinct and rumor for once, Jack. That's all.
I rather enjoy instinct and rumor, thank you. I understand your impatience, I really do. I just wish you'd trust me on this one. And jackpot! And good heavens! What manner of battle demands that even the King Bomb should detonate? This is
I'm
you.
afraid that
Sorry.
I'm afraid that's former King Babam, sir. Thanks to those filthy scoundrels aboard the Chainless, I've been reduced to mere shrapnel. If I may inquire, sir, as I've had all manner of strange company today, what does bring a gentleman such as yourself to the way out here?
As it so happens, dear Shrapnel, I seek the Chainless. I'm Detective Jack Fabes, and what of this quieter gentleman?
Ah, I must apologize on behalf of my new friend. This here is Fungus. My name is Fungus, and I know where you can find the Chainless. But you gotta promise to take us with you. I mean, and if I'm right and all. Promise? This is the start of the next chapter, right?
Yes. So,
Notice we are back to old art.
yes.
Yes, people were mad.
Yeah.
So this is the last chapter.
This
5?
is it. The last chapter. Battle at
man.
Pokeyhead.
This is
The
so
ending, the
sad.
ending is going to be very disappointing, Mars.
It's
I know, because there is no ending.
right. But then
What
I'll
comic
explain
number does it in?
everything. I want to say it's
Yes.
132.
Oh, okay.
Tragic.
Uh,
Who's talking?
this is an announcer.
For the opening of Pokeyhead Raceway, just a few miles off on a trade road 75. Folks are gathering from miles around from the rare chance to see quality go-kart racing in the corner of the scorching desert. I'm going to try and get an interview with a few of the racers before the...
Can I help you? Oh, I'm sure you can. How much would it be to buy out an entire section?
Ain't this exciting? I've never seen one of those kart races up close before.
This is probably the worst idea ever.
Oh, should I do an... He looks like he would have an accent, right?
He looks like a upper.
Like, would he be
class
faking an accent
Kentucky-
or no?
I don't think so.
They're all right. My ex-girlfriend was a kart engineer, so I'm a little less excited.
By ex-girlfriend, do you mean Blair?
Yes? How did you know that?
I heard you mumble her name when I was trying to wake you up that one time.
Like, doesn't buying out an entire section just sort of draw attention to us?
Great. So now everybody's learning things from my dreams now, too.
Unless, I don't know, make the disguises pointless?
Even if one of those miserable creatures does recognize us, the worst we'd be facing down is rent-a-cops. There isn't a force within 5 hours of here that's even close to threatening us. The disguises are mostly just for fun.
Well, we're out of here. See you guys later.
McCoy, where do you think you're going?
What are you, my mom now? I'm gonna try to find the betting booths before the racing starts.
So, what happened between you and Blair?
Alright, hold up. Oh boy, here we go.
Aw, come on. You've been with us like 2 months now. We still don't know nothing about you.
Blair and I dated in high school. We broke up like a year ago. There's not much there to talk about.
I see. So you broke up with your girlfriend a year ago. You only drink when you're depressed. You were hungover when we found you. I think it's all coming together now.
It's not quite like that. Blair grew up and worked on carts. She was good at it. Good enough that a big company wanted her the second that she was out of high school. She'd be leaving probably forever. And she wanted to take me with her. It's not like I had other plans. Blair was sort of my whole world. The company was stationed the company was stationed aboard the AS Jugamu? Jugamu?
I don't know.
I read it Jugamu, but I don't think
I
it's a
didn't know
real
if it was
word.
I didn't know if it was an actual thing. Yeah. An entire city mounted to an airship. I left behind my friends, family, everything, to follow Blair aboard that ship. I got a job in retail to help pay the bills. Blair made way more than me. It didn't bother me at first, but I slowly realized that I wasn't pulling my weight. Blair was basically taking care of me. She said that she didn't mind as long as she got to be with me, but I felt like I was weighing her down. I wanted to do something with my life. Something big. I'm not smart, I'm not talented, but my uncle, when he passed away, he left me this book. Notes about something called the old art. Only a handful of people in the world know about the old art. If I mastered it, I'd find my niche. I'd actually be something.
I'm headed to bed. I guess you're staying up late again? Go.
I became obsessed with studying it. I got absorbed into every book. Every note I could find, isolating myself in the idea of doing this and doing it perfectly. It required me to do it perfectly. I'd read enough to figure that out. There's a reason it's the old art. It's dangerous and it's unpredictable. If I didn't have my mind and soul lined up just right, even a tiny misstep, and the whole thing would end painfully. And quickly, if I was lucky. I was afraid to actually use the old art. For all my study, all my dedication and learning, I didn't really have anything to show for it. I hadn't really done anything, except abandon the world around me.
I think we should talk.
Sometimes you get so wrapped up in something that you forget why you were trying to do it in the first place. I didn't take the breakup very well.
Crash!
All my friends aboard that ship were her friends. Kicked out of the house, I could barely afford to live on my sales clerk's salary. I didn't have the money to go back home, and I had nothing left. Nothing to lose. Nothing to stop me from practicing the old art in earnest. I didn't know how many months went by. It was all a big blur of fire and alcohol. It ended when I ran into one of Blair's friends. I'm not even sure what we were arguing about. I just remember how mad I was. Crap. And then drunk. Mad and absolutely wasted.
Hiatus is
And
over.
then he
Thanks.
tried to end the comic, and people told him he couldn't.
That's an insane place to end.
Yep. It gets worse.
Oh
What
no.
started as a stupid argument over a girl turned into a real fight that took us out the door and down the street. I don't really remember much else from that night.
So wait, this isn't one of those celebrity kart races? We came all this way, I thought there'd be princesses. Hey now, Dr. Jiffy's a celebrity in his own right. The man's a household name after last year's 100cc circuit. What, seriously? Karting's not even hard. Me and Guy here used to... Guy?
The bar had always been kind of close to the edge of the airship. That's Palmer.
Wow. That's rough. I had no idea.
Riley, you did this voice earlier.
Hey everyone, this is Rocco announcing for the Pokehead Stadium. We'll start the race here pretty quick, but first I gotta send a message to Miss Shello. It says, "Happy birthday. Your party's in section B4. Try to leave the kids at home. Isn't that nice?"
I guess I can see why you didn't really want to talk about it before. I'll be right back.
It's no big deal. I probably needed to get it off my chest anyway. Though, a change of subject wouldn't be bad, so... yeah. It's Roxette, right?
Hmm?
Your name. I feel a little weird calling everybody by their last names still.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. The only person that ever called me Roxette was my dad. And Thrive, I guess. Call me Roxy.
Who is this?
Announcer, probably, yeah?
No, I
No.
do not. It's Fabes. The last of the pieces is moving into place. Get ready.
You know, I had never thought of a Boo statue like that.
I know, right? I tried telling Martello about it, but she's stubborn about bands. One time we were...
Boom.
Oh man, a thing just kind of fell out of the sky there. The race might be delayed until we figure it out. What?
No! No! How? Not even freaking possible!
I was just wondering that myself, actually.
Is that what I think it is? This is the announcer in the...
Hey there, if everyone could start neatly filing towards the exits.
What's it doing here?
Security ought to be down any second to see what's up. If you could color me with the color of scared, you'd run out of crayons.
I knew things had gotten bad around here, but I never thought... Wife doesn't even know I'm here. I never got to say goodbye.
I do highly recommend that anyone not recently engaged piracy, well, you probably ought to be leaving.
McCoy?
Can't keep a good Southern man down.
So true. I thought we agreed to meet in the betting room. Though I suppose this is as good of a place as any. Get ready to lose the bet, by the way. Project Accidental Date is going magnificently. They barely even realized that I was leaving. The only problem that I've noticed is that you're really not McCoy. Silly me.
Cling. Boom.
You are tough to sneak up on, aren't you? Very well. I'm Detective Jack Fabes. Sasha Martello, you're under arrest.
Oh no.
When did Guy become a servant of the Lord and the Virgin?
Epic.
Thank you. I had to look up the name of that religious order to make that joke. Oh, sorry, I forgot I'm fungus. Man, that silence has got to be painful. You're not going to question me? No insults? Anything? You should at least call your buddy over here. Trust me, you want to ask for help with...
He doesn't need to ask.
Are you even alive? I thought only the newer model kings could even put themselves back together.
Oh, I'm hardly a king unit at all these days. I go by shrapnel now. Focus. Focus. Doom.
Boom.
Kaboom!
Yes.
We need to do that sensor thing.
That we did to the Autobomb? Already working on it. Whoosh.
All right, Shrapnel. What are you here for?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, little lady. I reckon I'm here to do one of two things. I'm either here to subdue you, or convince you both to quit the chainless. And I'm all out of chainless. Sorry, I don't...
It worked.
Oh, is that all? Because I'd love to show you a third option. You might be familiar with it already.
A rack? Now, I want you to know that I've had an epiphany. Whoosh. Those pink deserters you aided, though controlled by their fear, may have still been onto something. What if a machine can be more than its design? What if I, a mere device, could make some lasting impact? You're smart, young lady. You could have a very bright future ahead of you. And if not for the company you keep, wham wham. Those pirates are holding you back, madam. They'll drag you down and they'll destroy everything that you could have been. I'll repent of my sins by saving you. You and that Toad fellow. I don't believe the Shy Guy is too far gone yet either. Now, speaking of your magical friend there, you might want to tell him to stop. I've had my thermal sensors adjusted for power over range, and the joints between my head and torso have been reinforced. None of the cheap tricks that failed me before are going to stop me this time.
Oh, that's good to know.
Whoosh.
This was cute. Calling me shallow was a nice touch. Let's see how much I know about you, Fabes. You carry the stench of the Beanish, but we haven't even touched those lands, which rules out military affiliation. You've done your homework. Ugh. And you dress too well for a mercenary. Oh, did you did the boom? Yeah.
Yeah, and the thud.
And the
I'm a
very good.
professional.
You are a professional. I'm very proud. Which means you're some sort of contracted specialist. Or I've wronged you personally. Stolen a family heirloom, hurt a loved one. I don't think you're being emotional enough for that, though. Unless I somehow turned you into a sociopath. Is it sociopaths or psychopaths that have trouble thinking ahead?
I don't know.
I don't know. I seem to confuse the two with some frequency.
Rumble.
Still nothing? Oh, you are good.
Are you really this arrogant? I'm not after a paycheck, nor am I insane. I'm here on behalf of everyone whose lives you've destroyed. I have no personal stake in this outside the urge to see criminals get what they deserve.
I don't believe that for a second, Detective. If you were really just looking to play hero, there's plenty of criminals out there with juicier record than mine. And less dangerous to boot.
Villains worse than you?
Ooh.
Worse than your crew? I would be hard-pressed to find such sinners.
Ugh. Then you're...
I'm growing bored with your attempts to distract me.
It's a little bean.
Alright, I'll give it to you. You might be a little bit quicker than us.
I'm really not. You're just not trying hard enough.
I
Whack, smack.
beg your pardon?
Your shy guy friend is too scared to actually hurt anybody, no matter how bad he might need to. And you haven't put your heart into anything in years, McCoy.
What are you, my therapist? Well, you got me. Hear that, everybody? He got me. He figured out the secret of McCoy. I'm getting old, and I'm tired of actually trying to do things. Is that what you wanted? Was that the startling revelation you wanted to coax out of me? I'm just trying to save us both some time here. I hate you mysterious talk types.
You were a hero once.
Oh, don't even start that, kid. I've been a lot of things. A hero's not one of them. I've done some good, sure, some bad too, but every last bit of it I did for me. That's about as complicated as I get.
You're lying.
Whoa. What does it? Whoa.
There's no sound effects there.
What does it
Wait,
matter
What's
anyway?
that bully boy?
What?
Go
The
up the
bunny?
comic. Yeah, what?
I'll tell you in the presentation.
Okay.
What does it matter anyway? You think you know me, don't you? You don't think I've done enough already? Me personally, I think I've more than earned the right to kick back, smoke a cigarette, and wait to die.
That's sad.
Oh, there's a
Yes.
presentation, roll checks.
And what about your friends?
What did we do? I'm curious, Fabes. What did we do that's so offensively evil?
What did you do? Let's take it from the top. Grand larceny. Rampant destruction of property.
Now, if you don't stop and listen to reason, I am under orders to take you out. Smack. Don't you get it? You're never gonna accomplish anything cavorting with these filthy outlaws.
Rebellion against active government.
Wham! Is this what your mama would want? For you to fall in with the miscreants that kidnapped you? I reckon she's worried sick. What with your new friends being murderers and all?
Taking a child hostage.
Wait, murderers?
Mass murder.
Katoo!
Is
Someone
this-
yelled Palma. Palma, that's me.
Ah!
That was me, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
What did you even know about all of that? Is this about Twister's Boro?
Hold on. What? Mass murder? The chainless? Someone's been lying to you, Fabes.
This isn't about the chainless, though it certainly won't help your case. I'm here about the crimes you committed as crew of the Brigand Bravo.
Ho ho ho! We were pardoned for those crimes. Ugh.
Pardoned? Please. There is no pardoning the atrocities you committed.
Snap.
I don't care how many governments you struck deals with. Your slate is anything but clean, Martello!
So, that's it then. You're here to kill me for mistakes I made years ago.
It's not my place to kill you. I'm going to arrest you. I've made arrangements with one of the governments you didn't buy off. You're going to be put on trial the way you should have been in the first place. And when you're no doubt found guilty, you're going to be locked away for the rest of your miserable life. Now get on the ground. You're under arrest.
Just 1 second.
You can stop looking around. Your friends aren't coming. I've seen to that.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Martello! Get on the ground, or I...
Or you'll do what, Fabes? Found it!
Martello! Martello!
And that is the end of the comic.
No, there's
It's
not.
It's not.
Jack, is
Part
everything
two.
all right? What happened? Jack, are you there?
Jack.
It would be pretty Kino if that's where he tried to end it again.
It's a hiatus, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah. He got someone else to come on for a few comics, and then
Amazing.
this one
Christmas.
wasn't run out of the community, but then she
2012.
stopped wanting to draw the comic for him for unstated reasons.
Interesting.
Wait, what comic number are we on?
Oh,
This
this
is
is actually kind of
134.
nice. I like this style a bit. It's not.
I was
my
wrong
favorite.
about the number, Riley. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Oh, well, I thought the hiatus was the ending.
Yeah.
Mama, are you all right?
Filthy outlaws. Oh, I'm about to be all right.
Listen, I think I've got a plan.
Be all right in his stupid robot face.
I just need you to keep Shrapnel distracted a little bit longer, okay?
Sure. Distracted. Wait, you have a plan?
Just keep him busy. Wham!
He looks like a
Come on.
true anime boy.
Come on.
It
there.
does.
They've all got one. Just gotta find it. Should I bust out my Bryce Papenbrook voice? No. Is this Fungus?
It is.
What happens to Guy when you're gone? Or Palma? Did you think of how any of them would feel?
Guy's a big boy. He'll be fine. And I'm a jerk to Palma. Nobody'll miss me. Trust me.
Oh? You don't think Martello would?
You know, you're probably right.
Click.
You know pretty much everything about me. Why is it that I keep losing lighters?
I don't really see how that. Ah! Wham! My nose! You just
Guy, move.
herp. What is herp? Oh, he's getting. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Thud. I guess I struck a nerve.
No, you let your guard down. Come on, guy. If this dweeb's playing to type as much as I think he is, he's probably just here to distract us from some much bigger, better fight. That's how it usually goes, right?
Guy, please, just say something. Anything to anybody. You wouldn't be so alone if you just. People just knew how you felt.
Stop. I just got it. I just figured out your stupid gimmick, and I'm probably going to smash your face in now. I think where you messed up is the wording. I've said nearly the same thing to Guy like 100 times. Like, the same thing in the exact same words. It's always right on the tip of my tongue, but I've tried pushing him before, and I don't want to be like that again. You just quoted me, word for word, on something I've only said in my head. And you were fighting like us. No big deal. Guy copies moves too. But you were using our moves before we did. I don't think you actually know us at all.
Wait, you don't understand.
I think you're in our heads. I think you're trying to twist our opinions on each other. I don't know how much of that was arguing with Guy, and how much was arguing with myself. But I'll bet I know a great way to shut down a mind reader.
Yikes.
Hyatt, I've been buried. I don't think I'll be able to breathe for much.
And what? You didn't want to ask for help in front of the captain? This is a team effort, Jack, remember?
Hyatt.
What am I looking at?
His necklace is talking to him. The Goomba is talking to him through the necklace.
Oh, okay.
Don't wait until you're about to die to ask for my help. You know better.
Hyatt, please. I need you. This is also Hyatt.
That's how it. See how it's a Goomba face, clearly? And even if it wasn't, that'd be Martella. It's your fault either way.
Wow, it's my fault either way.
Yep.
Wait, so okay, you're serious. Oh, it is.
Yes,
I
yeah,
see the Goomba
it's-
face. Okay, then I was like, is he gaslighting me? I don't know.
Me? Gaslight?
No,
Gatekeep?
no, you
Girl
would
boss?
never
Never.
do that.
I never do
Girl
any of those
boss
three things.
Riley. That's all I wanted to hear. Now, how about we aim for a little professionalism?
Rattle, rattle.
That's not a good sound. That's a you should walk away faster kind of sound.
One spell, Mr. Fabes.
Ah! Thank you, Hyatt.
Hey, anybody here? Perfect. Just gotta hope they haven't changed too much since the time I watched Blair do it.
See, from here I can keep track of the carts, turn engines on and off, or even activate power-ups if I need to. I mean, not during a race, obviously, but they just want me to be able to run item diagnostics between shows. I've heard there's a team in Frappe that wants to totally redesign the item box system, which might not be a bad idea. Oh, and check this out. My computer will let me go to the next page.
Mine is also not letting me.
Mine is also not letting me go to the next page.
Uh-oh.
I promise you guys. No, I went to 143 earlier. Like I looked at all of the pages. I'm gonna
Oh.
refresh.
We've
Yeah, I'm gonna
overloaded
refresh
the
too.
server. Too much
No.
traffic.
There's no way.
Because everybody is watching, and they wanted to read it for themselves.
Skellward's here.
Skelly!
No, why is it crashing?
Hi from Mars.
Oh no.
Well,
This is insane.
Why is no? They can't do this to us. It's like two
wait,
panels
no,
early.
yeah.
They did it again, Ross.
There's no way. There's no way.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of it and switch to your stream.
His isn't working either.
I know, but I'm gonna try to get traffic less. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, can't handle 3 people on it.
Apparently
Ross,
not.
they won't even let me re-click on the website. I tried to
Yeah.
open a new
I
browser.
did too. This is crazy. It can't end like this.
No.
Skellward, you came
This,
just in
this
time to
isn't
the
the
end.
biggest. It's two panels away from the end.
I'm gonna try on every browser.
Great idea.
That's worse.
That's worse.
Why would it do this now, Ross?
This is amazing. You can't write this.
You can't. 2 pages left.
Why?
Oh, it won't even load the website.
Yeah.
That's we just said that, Mark.
Jeez.
Well. Awesome.
I'll summarize the last 2 pages of the comic.
No, no.
Should
no.
we give it like a
doesn't make
timer?
any sense. How does
Think
it?
we should-
Why is it not?
It doesn't make sense.
I don't know, man. It's...
The author knew we were sharing it. And he's like,
Yeah,
I hate this comic.
Morgan's son
I'm
decided to
ending it
take
here."
the website down just now because he's like, no one knows. We'll never
he's
know
doing
what
it 'cause he
happens
saw our
before we don't
stream.
find
He's
out what happens.
secretly a
Exactly,
fan.
Roll
Yeah.
Jack.
This is
It
insane.
ends in the middle of a fight, and they somehow made it worse.
This is awesome.
No,
I'm
I will
gonna
let-
summarize it because I don't
Wait,
think
let
it's
me
gonna...
try on my phone.
Okay.
I don't think that will make a difference.
yeah, let me
I
try
just
on my
wanna-
phone as well.
It's amazing. How did this happen?
Let's see. The countdown in my head, but will you open the page? No, it's not working on my phone either.
Okay, so Go finds the like control system for the carts. He's like looking at things, and then it flashes back to him asking Blair, "What does the little lightning bolt do?" And she says, "Oh, it shrinks the drivers and the carts too, I guess." And then Go steals a cart and goes off of a jump. He's ticking down seconds in his head, and then he lands next to Palma, and he's tiny. And then the cart lands in the knee of the King Babam as the countdown expires, and it expands and destroys his leg. And then the comic ends.
No. So we never know what happens with that. I mean,
I'm gonna
it's
start
so
cyberbullying Morgenstern.
If you can find it, man.
He has new webcomics, right?
Oh, my screen just turned white.
Well, oh. I think it's loading.
Amazing. They wanted me to spoil it.
Yeah.
No
But we're gonna
freaking
read it
way.
if it does.
Yeah.
Actually, it might not be.
No,
There's-
it's not. Mars,
No.
you're crazy. What are you doing?
It looked like it was attempting to load, but it failed.
I'm gonna open in reading mode. I don't know what that does.
Please stand by.
I'm so upset.
I'm upset too.
Mars, it's gonna take like
Yes.
another hour. You can
Yeah,
wait
I
an
probably
hour.
do need to go. But I
What?
want to do my reaction video on
Can you?
Memento Mars with 2 T's.
How many hours
So,
of sleep do you need?
well, it takes me a while to get ready, and then I need like wind down time. There's a process. I literally have sleeping meds, by the way. Anyway.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Because I
But
usually go to bed at like 2 or 3.
yeah, I mean, I do too. That's the issue. So
Oh,
I'm the meds are getting me on a normal sleep schedule somewhat.
just
It's a
take
work in
Xan.
progress.
I don't think I'm legally allowed to say that.
What'd you say?
Nothing,
Uh-huh. What'd you say? What'd you say?
nothing.
Chat, what did he say?
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
I didn't hear the joke.
Good.
So,
It's not a joke then. What? I don't know.
chat.
Mars, we went a whole stream without fighting. Don't ruin it.
That's true. You're right.
Don't
All
say it,
right.
right? What the heck was that?
I'm gonna go now.
Oh,
Riley, we are besties. And Ross, it's a pleasure as always. I am gonna go.
bye, Mars. Have a
Bye.
nice. I don't know if we're gonna see you next. Because this. Oh, she's gone. Ross, it's up. It's up. The last 2 pages are up.
Let's read the last 2 pages.
Hold up. I have to tell Mars. Okay. One of many advantages to dating a card engineer. 10, 9, 8 is getting to try. Hey, Mars.
Hold it up.
It's back. We're so back. Can I get a "we're back" in chat?
Let
It's
me
getting to
pull up
drive
the
a lot of
website
carts.
again.
A General Cervantes "we're back" emote.
7. What does that boy think he's up to? 6. That's you, Mars.
Wait, I'm pulling it up. I
Just
had
say,
left.
just say go with the question mark and surprised.
Go?
5. Palma, get back! 4. Please don't miss. Please don't miss. The mushroom size and arc stars, judging by the penguins, don't clack. What does the little lightning bolt do?
Oh, that
That's it.
it shrinks the carts.
3.
Go?
Well, and the drivers, I guess.
I got him. Yes. 2.
Not sure I'm getting the plan here. Go.
We've been trying to play around with the timing algorithms lately. See? Like this. And when the timer runs out,
1.
the carts and their drivers go back to their normal sizes.
Oh dear. Crack. Crunch.
The end.
And
The end.
for those of you just getting here, the comic has ended preemptively. It will not be getting picked
I
back
will
up.
not be getting picked up.
I will not be.
And he never found a wife either, apparently.
Yeah, apparently that's
Yeah.
why he quit.
That
There
would
will
make
not
so much
be.
more sense.
It would. Yeah, honestly, yeah. We've cracked the code, guys. There will not be a new artist. There will not be a sequel. A few frequent readers of the comic have started projects of their own, and that's perfectly fine. Below is a breakdown of what would have been, and where the story was headed if I hadn't ended it like this. That way, I can get the story off my chest, and I won't leave everybody in curiosity forever.
That's a perfectly reasonable reaction roll, checks. The goal of my presentation is to leave you understanding what it would have been.
Yes. All right. Good night, gamers.
Nah. Also, like, am I allowed to talk during this presentation, or am I supposed to shut up? Yeah, Bad Comics Wiki like isn't good. Like, it sucks. Like, they're not good at being critics. Like, their opinions are dumb. Also, like, for the most part, from the little I've seen of them. Oh no! 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 Why? What are you doing?
Me.
Just turn on mic capture.
I'm a big idiot, boys.
Wait, has this whole stream been off?
No, when I switched to the presentation scene, I didn't have mic capture.
You're not that far in. We can.
This is the Mushroom Go epilogue presentation. In his own words, Morgenstern hates drawing, and he got criticized by some of the worst parts of the internet, including 4chan and the Bad Webcomics Wiki. The Bad Webcomics Wiki? Yeah, it's a real website. The initial rumblings were posted on their forums sometime in 2011. They did a full review after the comic ended in 2014, and they had some major criticisms, including why don't they look like Mario characters, and he's obviously making this shit up as he goes along, including the masterful line, interesting, right? Not really. Maybe if it was written by someone with a speck of skill, but it wasn't.
Yeah, the Bad Webcomics Wiki actually sucks. Like, they're not good.
I think they heard that one because I did have desktop audio on.
Okay. Because, like, they are kind of dumb.
Yeah. So to show that he had nothing planned, we have the ARG here. His avatar was a GIF that would flash the word archive every like 30 seconds. If you go to the archive, you would see a King unit was disconnected. If you go to the comic that has that line, it tells you that it was King unit 7500. Go to comic 75 to 100 in the archive. You'll notice that the last one in the line is not in English and is in all caps. This is to tell you that this is where the message stops. The first letter of every comic spells out Thrive is alive on all the sides. Are there any
Yeah.
more hidden messages in the comic archive? There are, because the next 20 comics also ends with one that's not in English. It spells out, is fungus among us at all? So these, you would type into your URL bar, thriveisaliveonallthesides.com would take you to Mushroom Go Mondo, which was essentially going to be just like backstory about Phabes and the Goomba. It was going to be drawn at one point, then he ended up just writing. We have literally no evidence of this existing. It's not archived on the Wayback Machine. The URL's dead. Most of Phabes and Hyatt's backstory are mentioned in other sections, though, and I've got them covered in this presentation. Mushroom Go Gnarly, on the other hand, is Fungus Among Us at All, was a collaborative project with big fan Cami Luna. It followed a ninja girl, and it was a self-contained story with no connection to the plot. Just kidding, this character becomes incredibly important later. The whole thing is available on Twitter, at Cami Luna. She's pretty alright. She draws comics. Yeah, so basically this ninja girl was in Twister's Burrow, just doing stuff. Her clan sent her out to see the world. This still leaves us with a lot of unanswered questions. Who were the people that were fighting the Chainless at the end there? Is Thrive actually alive on all the sides? What's under Guy's mask? And was it going to be Kino? So the first answer to this question is the Golden Guard. This is a rival crew of the Chainless. The Chainless has this chain chomp with green eyes as a logo. The Golden Guards would have been a gold chain chomp. It was basically going to be a bigger, better sand ship, and its crew was the 5 people you see displayed here. 4 that you saw very recently, and the Ninja Girl from 2 slides ago. We're going to go through in detail a little bit about each character. Jack Phabes is a Beanish Knight, as related to Superstar Saga. He's a law friend, major law friend. Chaos Cucks, get out. He is super dedicated to bringing justice to those who break the law, to the point where, like, he is obsessive about it. As you might have guessed by how thorough he was about Martello, he gets super absorbed into his work. He'll stop at nothing. He is oblivious to his Goomba GF. He doesn't realize that she's in love with him. Very sad, very typical. He owns the sand ship. It's called the Golden Guard. It's bigger, faster, and stronger too. It's the first member of the Golden Guard crew. His Goomba GF, Hyatt. This is the only picture of Hyatt that we ever see. She's a revolutionary. She sees that Goombas are like second-class citizens in the Koopa Kingdom, and they're like outright hated everywhere else in the world. And so she wants to build a Goomba kingdom for the Gooms. She is extremely protective of Jack, to the point where she distrusts all the other members of the team upon meeting them, because like she doesn't know if they're going to hurt Jack or if they're going to cause Jack to hurt himself later on down the line. She is the one who built the Sandship Golden Guard, and she illegally studied Magikoopa magic while she was an apprentice to a Magikoopa in the Koopa Kingdom. You can tell this because when she casts the spell on Phabes, you see a circle, square, and triangle, which is indicative of how Magikoopas do magic in the mainline Mario series.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. The Ninja was never named. It's the Ninja Girl from Gnarly. I told you she was going to be important. The real reason she was sent out into the world was to track McCoy. The elders of her clan have a specific vendetta against McCoy. McCoy does a lot of stuff in his backstory where he just like goes around and causes trouble because he's a rambunctious young raven. She actually showed up in a few of the earlier comics. This girl on the left was the Ninja at the party on the boat. Additionally, the bunny girl was her, and the silhouette in the lightning flash.
Oh, I was wondering who that was.
You even said it, and I said, I'll get to it.
No, I didn't ask on the lightning.
Oh,
flash
the
one.
lightning flash, yes.
Yeah, because I thought I was going to click and there was going to be a new robot to fight, and then
Yeah.
there was nothing there.
She wants to capture McCoy alive and is perfectly willing to kill every other member of the crew which, much to McCoy's chagrin, they will not let him die to they're willing to get in the way of him getting captured, which bothers him a lot. She becomes good friends with Fungus and Hyatt over time. Hyatt is initially highly distrustful of her because, ninja. Jack absolutely hates her because he's willing to kill Martello, which is the exact opposite of what Jack wants to happen. Jack fucking hates the ninja. And that's
Ninja's a boy?
No, she's a girl.
Oh, you said he.
Maybe I did. My bad. Shrapnel.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was
The big guy. Very rarely is mentioned in Morgenstern's notes. He and Jack are kind of close, I guess. Fungus repaired him. I guess that makes them friends. You don't get to know a lot about Shrapnel, unfortunately. He's a really cool design, though. I like that he talks with a foghorn leghorn accent. Fungus.
He's my favorite character to voice.
Yeah. Seems to have their own agenda. They have a connection to Guy and McCoy that we saw a bit. He fights like McCoy, which is a big deal. I will reveal that this is the breakdown, Breakfast and Bread. He is not a mind reader. I'm going to reveal that right now. And that their secret identity is actually related to the biggest plot twist in Mushroom Go. So, we have this 5-man crew, and there's this really nice panel that illustrates the point. Jack is the anti-Martello. Jack is a knight. He's a professional soldier who aspired to be an even bigger law friend than he already was, whereas Martello abandoned being a soldier to embrace the chaos of freedom. Hyatt is the anti-Go because while they both studied ancient magic that's forbidden now, basically, that's the main connection. She's the evil version of Go. Go is a lot nicer. Hyatt is super willing to kill anyone who crosses Jack.
Hold up. Go loses his GF because of it, and she gains a boyfriend.
True. You got it.
There we go.
Ninja is the anti-McCoy. Obvious, they have a direct antagonism. Shrapnel's the anti-Palma. His whole thing is that he wants to bring Palma, Go, and maybe Guy too out of their life of piracy. Palma wanted to escape life on Delfino. Fungus is the anti-Guy, kind of just because he's the last one there, and he obviously has some connection to Guy. He did the whole, please just tell someone how you feel thing, whereas Guy is going to continue to be closed off. The next big plot point in the story is the calling, which is that sand ships are cursed. In Mario 64, there was a boss called Irok. In Mushroom Go lore, this is the avatar of an evil deity that sleeps beneath the sands. It draws people to it so that it can consume their souls and gain power. It had someone build the Chainless, which is the very first sand ship that ever was. The blueprints of the Chainless were then spread out throughout the world, and a bunch more were built. And most people who build a sand ship get sucked into the middle of the desert, where Irok kills them, consumes the Power Star engine, and will one day be able to break free of his bonds and destroy the world. Thank you for the gifted sub, Logan. Appreciate it a lot. So the Chainless itself is special. It has non-Euclidean geometry. It's bigger on the inside and is growing bigger. I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to mean, but that's a line that Morgenstern said himself. The ghost of the original creator would roam the subspace halls of the sand ship. He'd be depicted as an Eerie from Super Mario World. Go and Palma at one point would go exploring in the depths and they would encounter him. The Golden Guard would chase the Chainless around, assuming it's like Doctor Who's TARDIS. I know that the bigger on the inside line is like that. Does the TARDIS get bigger? Is that part of the lore?
I never watched Doctor Who.
I've seen 2 episodes of it, but I'm
first
familiar with some of the lines. It is a phone booth. It always is. Okay, well, there you go. Inside is whatever it needs to be. Okay, yeah. I guess that's what he was going for then. So the Golden Guard would start following the Chainless around, and it would chase them into the sand ship graveyard where all the other ships get eaten by Irok, and the 2 crews would team up to fight Irok, which would be pretty cool. McCoy would get to punch a god. That was specifically called out by Morgenstern. Pretty cool. Like, you know, a nice rival team up. The next big plot is that Thrive is indeed alive on all the sides. We saw early on the root sprouting out, like very obviously foreshadowing that he's still alive. The Koopa army wasn't actually just coming to destroy the lab like we were told. They were going to pick up Thrive first. More importantly, in their fight, Thrive infected Go. Go feels sick after each transformation, which is a result of Thrive poisoning him as he uses the old art. Also, 2 years before the comic was canceled, a dude just straight up called it. The books in the library are the things that Thrive knows and is sharing with Go subconsciously.
That's sick.
Yeah.
There's so much of this I don't remember, by the way, so I'm like rehearing this.
The red-suited version of Go that wanders the library is like the manifestation of Thrive. When Thrive reveals this to Go, he basically takes credit for all of Go's character development. Go becomes like confident in himself as time goes on. He knows things now. And Thrive is like, no, you don't. That was me. I'm better at being you than you are. And your feelings for Palma aren't real. I'm in love with Palma.
Jeez.
So, the Thrive possession plot, Thrive would complete taking over Go's body, and the rest of the Chainless would have to fight against, like, a mutated piranha plant Go, while Go's, like, ego fights against Red Suit Go in the Mind Library. The culmination of this is that Go decides, like, I'll just burn the motherfucker down. I will kill myself to stop you. And Thrive gives up because a world with neither Thrive nor Go would make Palma sad. And Thrive's not willing to let that happen. So Thrive abandons the Go possession plot. That's it. After
this
this
would be really it's interesting because like he goes because whenever he talks to Palma about it, he's like weird and obsessed with her, but not to the extent to where like he's doing everything for her. Because he seems to be like technical for like the quote unquote like utopia of plants.
Mm-hmm.
And so apparently that like changes a lot.
Yeah.
Which would have been cool to see.
Yeah. So after that, Go and Palma begin to drift apart. Guy and Palma start hanging out, getting a little romantical. We saw a Guy speak. Guy is going to learn how to talk. Palma's going to teach Guy how to talk. Place your bets now. What is under Guy's mask? Any guesses?
Can I guess?
Not Riley.
Okay.
A hint, it's not one of these options.
Yeah.
Rolchak's read that part. That's okay. We'll move on. The biggest plot twist in Mushroom Go right here. Hayes was hitting on Guy earlier. That's pretty gay, right? They're both dudes. No, Hayes is not gay. Hayes knew the whole time that Guy is a girl. Only a lady could move like Guy does. So, Guy's clan of Shy Guys did not reproduce sexually. It's a very weird thing to say, but that's in the notes. They would indoctrinate members of other species into their, like, Shy Guy culture. And Guy was a female toad that was captured as a child and indoctrinated. She would spend the rest of the series unmasked, wearing, like, red Shy Guy clothes. And this puts a damper on the relationship because Palma is straight in this particular timeline. That's a direct quote from Morgenstern. And it's a very funny quote out of context.
So the biggest plot twist isn't that Go is a girl, right? I mean, Guy's a girl. It's that all of the members of the bandits are actually not gay.
Yeah.
Right.
Boss Birdo would be revealed to have a boyfriend, but it would be a Shy Guy. And so you'd never be certain. I think that's funny.
What about Charlie?
There's no other notes about Charlie, unfortunately. So Charlie could be a lesbian for all we know.
Ah.
Don't be that sad about it. It's a charge and chuck.
Yeah, but
Filler
it's
episodes. Martello's dad would get some backstory. He's actually not a Koopa, he's a Toge bro from Wario World. They are immune to fire, they're in a level with fire, and they're immune to it. That's why Martello was able to explode herself. Her dad's former partner...
That's a tiny detail. I forgot that she says she's a little fire resistant.
Yep, family history of fire resistance.
Jeez.
Martello's former partner that Mario incinerated with a fireball would be understandably upset that Martello's dad didn't take the fireball for him, and would come back as a dry hammer. Just a dry bones hammer. They'd defeat him. Normally, though, Bowser is the one who oversees military necromancy, but this was done by a rogue Magic Koopa. The reason for this is that the story takes place during Mario Galaxy. None of the heavy hitters from the Mario universe are here. Bowser, Mario, Luigi, Captain Toad, Princess Peach, all in space. Plot twist. Now it's time for Kino. Thrive 3, the Thrivening. Didn't we kill this asshole twice? Shut up.
How did they kill him the second time? Did Go actually burn himself down?
No, Thrive abandoned his possession of Go.
Right, because it'd be too bad.
Yeah.
For the world. Gotcha.
Thrive is in Koopa custody, the original body, and he's going to take over a forest, and then the world, if we don't stop him. Also, oh frick, Mario, Luigi, and Bowser are off planet. How do we stop Thrive at this point? The answer is that Fungus is Trunks, the actual biggest plot twist. He's a member of the Chainless who went back in time to stop all of this from happening. He showed up at the end of he showed up at the end of Twister's Burrow at the Piranha Plant Laboratory, and was distressed because the Chainless crew had already been there, which means he's late on time, and so he's got to go with Plant from Dragon Ball.
Oh, I thought Trunks was a character here.
No. I'm just referencing Dragon Ball.
Gotcha.
So it's not too late. He can stop this. He just has to go with Plan B, which is teaming up with the Golden Guard. Obviously, Fungus is Guy. He has the connection with Guy and McCoy. He tries desperately to convince Guy to speak, because the last thing that McCoy says to him in his timeline is that line that he's thought about saying 100 times. And so basically, the way this has happened, about 30 iterations of the Chainless fails to stop Thrive from escaping. Everyone's dead. Guy goes back in time somehow to try to stop it. He also fails to stop it, but he tells the next guy how to go back in time. And so they've accumulated a 30 iteration logbook of what happens in the timelines. And we happen to be in a timeline where Palma is straight. In at least one other universe, Palma and Fungus are together, and Fungus is a girl because she's Guy. So back to Thrive 3, the Golden Guard and the Chainless are going to team up, and they're going to kill Thrive before he can escape custody. Thrive is dead, for real, we promise, 100% this time, not joking. Fabes decides, you know what? You did, a lot of bad shit in the past, but you're okay now. You saved the world.
Do we ever find out what that stuff is?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
The Ninja and the Fungus are just permanent members of the Chainless now. The Ninja's kind of abandoned her mission. Shrapnel is not mentioned again in this section. But he's part of the Chainless because he's mentioned in a later section.
Okay, cool.
Then we move to the Brigand Bravo flashback. This is the thing that Riley just asked about. Martello, McCoy, and Guy were crew of a sand ship called the Brigand Bravo. They killed a lot of dudes. Martello was the second in command. She was Daigo's dragon. Who is Daigo? Daigo Kong, of course. Absolute mad lad. Just a huge ape that likes to murder, kill, destroy, burn, kill. And they go around for a year or so, and they're attacking Mushroom Kingdom military installations, because Daigo's goal is to be the man who kills Mario. He wants Mario to 1v1 him, no items, final destination, and kill him. So Martello understands that this is retarded. Like, she knows what Mario is capable of. So she, McCoy, and Guy stage a mutiny. Daigo is defeated. In, like, comic 16, McCoy and Martello are talking, and they mention, go tag Guy. He's the first person to do that since, well, you know who. It's Daigo. Daigo is the last person to have ever hit Guy in a fight. Martello makes a deal with most of the countries of the world. She'll be pardoned of all their crimes in exchange for Daigo Kong. He's too dangerous to be left, like, free, so most governments are okay with that, except apparently one that Fabes is in contact with.
Fabes is the only one that didn't join the Chainless?
Fabes and Hyatt, because Hyatt, yeah.
Right. Okay.
In the present day, now that the Ninja Girl is on McCoy's team, her clan that sent her to, like, capture him are pretty desperate. So they decide to break Daigo out of prison. And they poison him with an ultimatum. Bring McCoy back alive, and we'll give you the antidote. What do you think his response is?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
It's, fuck yeah, I get to go kill McCoy. Absolute mad lad.
I thought he was gonna kill all the Shy Guys.
No,
the ninjas.
He is perfectly happy to die of the poison if it means he gets to kill Martello, Guy, and McCoy.
Well, he wasn't even gonna die. Jeez.
So Daigo proceeds to stop the Chainless in motion with his bare fucking hands, and it's a massacre. McCoy is beat up and put into a coma. Fungus is impaled and killed. Shrapnel is mentioned.
Oh my gosh.
Shrapnel's mentioned. Let's go, boys.
What happens?
Shrapnel, McCoy, Palma go, like, all team up to fight Daigo, and they lose, is how they're mentioned.
Oh. Okay. Fungus is dead.
Fungus is dead, like, impaled, killed. How are we going to stop Daigo? A good old Stella Ex Machina. Go absorbs the power star in the engine of the Chainless. This makes him functionally omnipotent. You know power stars in Mario do crazy things. He just obliterates Daigo, one-shots him. Easy. No re. He starts becoming one with the universe. Like, actually, his body dissipates because he's Zen and one with the universe with the amount of power that he's absorbed. So Go is now gone. Forever.
Basically dies, right? Like,
yeah, like his body no longer exists.
Right.
The Chainless now has no engine. Martello decides now's a good time to put Palma in charge of the situation, and she fucks off. This is the halfway point of the story. The Chainless crew for part 2. There's a lot. This isn't the halfway point of the presentation. Like, there's a lot less planned out. But this is where he wanted the halfway point of the story to be.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah. Palma, Guy, Shrapnel.
We got literally the setting, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Palma, Guy, Shrapnel, and the Ninja are the new Chainless crew. A Shrewd would join at some point. Guy and the Ninja would go to Subcon to save McCoy from his coma. McCoy goes and finds Martello after he wakes up. They form a new second party. Both of them get airships now. And then he was like, then they do some stuff. And then we get to the ending. He had the final boss planned, an experimental Mecha Koopa using Smithy technology, the Exor Koopa. Behold, in all of my artistic glory, my depiction of the Exor Koopa. It would have been built by the same, like, cell that tried to weaponize Thrive. Captain Palma would lead, like, the world's united forces in an airship fleet against the Exor Koopa. They would wish on a star and Go's soul would manifest to fight alongside them. He would reveal that his soul is in training in the Star Road because there is always a brother one. Once Mario's dead, you're the next guy, Go. You're going to be the one. Galaxy ends. Mario and his friends return to Earth. The Exor Koopa is destroyed. Martello and McCoy would retire to an island they own. They're a thing now. Hyatt confesses her love to Fabes. He's finally not oblivious to his Goomba GF. Shrapnel would become the protector of Squishy's Bob-omb town. Palma and her crew set out on one last great adventure. If Go can't be on Earth, she's going to fucking Star Road. And that's where the comic ends. Final thoughts. It's Kino. There's my chapter rankings. Twister's Borrow is the best part of the story. Battle at Pokehead's also really good, mostly because I like Jack. Piranha Plant Laboratory. Bob on Battlefield's kind of weak. Boarding the Chainless is like a nice introduction, you know. This is what I'm thinking. Any questions?
We need. I want. We gotta finish this comic ourselves, Ross.
It can't be done.
It can. Gotta write a light novel or something. I don't know, man.
Roll checks. What is your question?
Hey, roll checks. You're on the air.
That would be a good use of the Discord server.
Yeah, have people join and yeah. Too bad we're not in that actual Discord server that you made for yourself.
Right. Just a silly guy. Dang, this is probably a really substantial question if he hasn't sent it yet.
Or he's memeing.
It could be that too.
Okay, no.
What would you want the adventure in the second half of the story to be like, leading to the final battle or developing the Koopa boss? That's a great question.
They'd probably have to start fighting Smithy things, right? Or like have them be more apparent.
Well,
story?
the original Smithy invasion already happened. I guess I would like to see more of like this rogue Koopa cell that wanted to weaponize Thrive, wanted to resurrect the Smithy army. I guess like have them involved in smaller ways, maybe.
They would be the main background villains, right? Like,
yeah.
They're Big Boy's the final boss.
Yeah. Other than that, like, my favorite part of the story is Twister's Borrow, which is just they go to a town and stuff happens. Like, I would really just want to see more of that with the new crew.
I mean, and that's kind of what going around and doing pirate things is.
Yeah.
So like that like certainly would have been like the thing. Especially just like and the other reason why I think that would be so good is because like it's perfect for like side conversations and stuff when you're like in a town just like doing stuff. So we get to meet like the new pieces of the crew a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Like Shrapnel's gotta be so cool, right?
I love him.
I want more of him.
But yeah, that's all I got. Anyone mind if I finish it off?
I don't think so, man.
So that was Mushroom Go. I don't really have any more words to say. It's Thrive Part 4.
Thrive Part 4? It's gotta be, right?
No, you cannot do Thrive 4. It's
Morgenstern would have done Thrive Part 4.
I don't think he would have.
No, he probably wouldn't have.
I don't think he would have.
He thought out this story pretty well. Like
the way he words it in his summary is Thrive dies finally for real this time. So certainly that's like not ironic.
Yeah.
Oh. Nightbot hated.
The first time you downloaded Nightbot.
Oops. I will figure out how to tell it not to do that.
Alright, I'm banning Logan.
You can't ban him. It'd be so wild if the author was in the chat right now. That would be wild. Wait.
Yeah, where the heck is I can message Morgenstern right now that Mushroom Go's alive again. And that the website is able to be opened. Yeah. Not that people want it.
He is still making comics. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll send him the VODs to this and he might appreciate that.
I mean, he hasn't done anything since November
It's only a couple months.
Yeah.
Mushroom Ghost had longer breaks than that and come back.
So does he not hate writing, drawing anymore because he's still doing it? Question mark.
He did start drawing his comic. It was sprite based at first, which he always talked about how he liked more because it's just less effort. But
yeah,
Drunken started reading it. It's Kino, man. I don't know what else to say. I love this story.
yeah,
Well,
it's pretty good.
guess that's where we're gonna end it.
There's nothing else.
There is nothing else.
When are we getting the voice actor? What?
I'm so sorry you missed it.
We did. We already did it.
We read the whole comic.
The whole comic's done.
Jeez, it also hates him for spamming caps.
We talked about for 600 seconds.
Whoopsie. Yeah, I'm gonna work on Nightbot. In the meantime, I'm gonna hit this raid win
Wait, he
sweep
deleted
button.
Roll Check's message too, which was no. Okay.
That's bad. We're gonna raid into win sweep stream. I'm done here. Have a good night, boys.
No.
Thank you for the rage, Endo Cervantes. That's not why I'm surprised.
James just commented in all caps Chocobo as soon as he joined the
to
stream.
the last dungeon.
Uh,
Welcome, Raiders.
I need Mushroom Go to be a finished story. I literally forgot about all of the plot points other than that Go was Go
because
was
it's
new
fun
Mario
playing
and Guy
Mario
was
Party
Fungus and Girl.
Galaxy 1.
Like I forgot about the
Thank
anti-party
you for
and
the
that they
follow.
become friends
Breakfast